You know what's hilarious? We spent hours sitting by our VCRs with our fingers on the pause button, trying to record our favorite shows without the commercials. We'd hit pause the second a commercial started, then frantically unpause when our show came back on. We treated those commercial breaks like they were the enemy. And now we're sitting here, voluntarily, about to watch 25 of those exact commercials we tried so hard to edit out. We're not just watching them, we're entranced by them. We're getting nostalgic about them. Let's get nostalgic. The ones that made us beg. The clapper.
Clap on, clap off, clap on, clap off. The clapper.
Before Alexa, before smart homes, there was this absolute game changer from 1984. You could turn appliances on and off by clapping. Mind blown. That jingle was so catchy, it helped the clapper endure for decades. And admit it, you tried to make it work with your regular lamp, didn't you?
Clap on, clap off, clap on, clap off. The clapper.
Micro machines.
This is the Micro Machine Man presenting the most midget miniature motorcade of micro machines. Each one has dramatic details, terrific trim, precision paint jobs, plus incredible micro machine pocket playsets. There's a police station, fire station, restaurant, service station, and more. Perfect pocket portables to take any place. And there are many miniature playsets to play with, and each one comes with its own special edition micro machine vehicle and fun, fantastic features that miraculously move.
Remember John Moshita Jr., the world's fastest talker? This guy could describe an entire miniature city in 30 seconds flat. The most miniature motorcade of micro machines. These tiny cars were everywhere in the 80s, and that rapid-fire delivery made them seem even more exciting.
Raise the boat lift at the airport marina, man the gun turret at the army base, clean your car at the car wash, raise the toll bridge. And these playsets fit together to form a micro machine world. Micro machine pocket playsets, so tremendously tiny, so perfectly precise, so dazzlingly detailed, you'll want to pocket them all. Micro machines and micro machine pocket playsets sold separately from Galoob. The smaller they are, the better they are.
You couldn't understand half of what he said, but you knew you needed every single set. But here's what's interesting about these toy commercials, and this might surprise you. The 80s was actually when advertisers really ramped up marketing directly to kids. Companies like Hasbro and Fisher-Price filled the airwaves with bold, colorful ads designed to make our eyes light up. And it worked. The food that fueled us. First, let's talk about the commercials that made us hungry. McDonald's. This one hit different.
Oh, I wish I were already there instead of here.
A nervous kid playing a piano recital, thinking about McDonald's the whole time.
I would have a big chocolate shake, a cheeseburger, and also fries. And I would eat my fries myself and not give any to my dumb brother.
If you had siblings, you felt that line. This commercial captured something real. That childhood anxiety mixed with the promise of a McDonald's reward. Pure 80s gold. Chicken McNuggets.
How do I look?
Delicious. Golden brown is your color.
Whoopee!
Speaking of McDonald's, can you even imagine a world without Chicken McNuggets? They debuted in 1981 as McDonald's answer to customers wanting alternatives to red meat. The commercials made them look like the future of food. And honestly, for 80s kids, they kind of were.
With chicken cooked the McDonald's way. Ooh, McNugget.
Wendy's. Where's the beef?
It certainly is a big bun.
It's a very big bun.
Big fluffy bun.
It's a very big fluffy bun.
Where's the beef?
Clara Peller was 82 years old when she demanded to know where the beef was, and she became an instant icon. This wasn't just a commercial, it became a cultural phenomenon. People used
Where's the beef?
in everyday conversation, even in politics. Wendy's square patties flopping over the bun versus those sad, tiny burgers from the competition. No contest. Clara knew what was up.
Hey, where's the beef? I don't think there's anybody back there.
Dunkin' Donuts. Time to make the donuts.
Time to make the donuts.
Poor Fred the baker. This guy was perpetually exhausted, constantly making fresh donuts for us.
Time to make the donuts. Not a few kinds, like supermarket. The donuts. Time to make the donuts.
Actor Michael Vale played Fred throughout the 80s and into the 90s, and we all felt his pain. But we also appreciated his dedication to our breakfast.
Time to make the donuts. I made the donuts. Dunkin' Donuts, up to 52 varieties, fresh day and night. No supermarket can say.
The jingles that won't die.
No little cinnamon gum freshens breath longer than Big Red.
So kiss a little.
Let's talk about the commercials that weaponized music against us. These jingles are still lodged in our brains, taking up space we desperately need for other things. Big Red, kiss a little longer.
So kiss a little longer, laugh a little longer, stay close a little longer, longer with Big Red.
This commercial was way more romantic than gum advertising had any right to be. Everyone was making out, all thanks to their gum. Looking back, this ad was surprisingly horned up, but that jingle? Absolutely unforgettable.
While you chew it, say goodbye a little longer, make it last a little longer, give your breath long-lasting freshness with Big Red.
Rice-A-Roni.
Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat.
The San Francisco treat. That cable car jingle is still in there, isn't it? Rice-A-Roni positioned itself as something exotic and special, even though it was just rice and pasta in a box. But that branding worked. To this day, you can't say Rice-A-Roni without adding the San Francisco treat.
Of course, Rice-A-Roni is the family favorite for dinner tonight, and tomorrow night, and the next night.
Rice-A-Roni, the San Francisco treat.
Zest.
Never felt this clean as now. Zestfully clean, exhilarated wow.
This jingle was inescapable. Zest promised a whole new kind of clean. Claiming soap left a sticky film, but Zest rinsed you fully clean.
You're not fully clean unless you're zestfully clean.
The ads were slightly surreal, with people popping up to announce they weren't fully clean. But that tagline? It's probably playing in your head right now.
Zestfully, zestfully, zestfully clean. You're not fully clean unless you're zestfully clean.
Folgers.
Folgers aroma roasted coffee made from mountain-grown beans, richly roasted and finely ground for great waking up aroma.
Oh, what that aroma can do, brighter day for me and you.
While we're on jingles, we can't forget Folgers. The 80s was all about hustle culture, and coffee brands knew it.
Best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
But Folgers' Peter Comes Home Christmas commercial was a holiday tearjerker. A young man returns home for the holidays, and the house is full of love and, of course, delicious coffee. It hits you right in the feels.
Best wishes for this and all your mornings from Folgers.
But not every memorable 80s commercial was selling something fun. The one that scared us straight. This is your brain on drugs.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
That sizzling egg in the frying pan wasn't trying to sell us a product, it was trying to scare us away from one. The Partnership for a Drug-Free America created one of the most iconic PSAs of all time in 1987. The imagery was so bold, so unforgettable, that generations of kids still remember it decades later. The celebrity power plays. Pepsi, Michael Jackson, the choice of a new generation.
You're the Pepsi generation. Girls are down and taste the thrill of the day. And feel the Pepsi way.
This wasn't just a commercial, this was an event. Michael Jackson at the absolute height of his powers, dancing with kids on a city street, including a young Alfonso Ribeiro. Yes, Carlton from Fresh Prince. The production values were insane. The energy was electric. And that tagline, the choice of a new generation, positioned Pepsi as the drink for people who wanted to stand out. This ad cost millions and was worth every penny. It's still one of the most iconic commercials of all time.
You're a whole new generation. You're a whole new generation. You're a whole new generation. You're a whole new generation.
Michael J. Fox, Diet Pepsi.
Hey, let's get something to drink. Let's forget about it.
No, come on, it's no problem.
get back in.
At the height of his family ties and Back to the Future fame, Michael J. Fox appeared in a series of Pepsi ads. The most memorable? Him and Jamie Gertz trying to get a Diet Pepsi at a gas station, then getting chased by a guard dog. The payoff was actually funny, and Fox's natural charisma made you want whatever he was selling. Ricardo Montalban, Chrysler's rich Corinthian leather.
Chrysler Cordoba, elegantly designed, luxuriously appointed. And now is the time to buy a Cordoba here in Southern California.
That smooth, seductive voice describing rich Corinthian leather made Chrysler cars sound like luxury vehicles. Here's the kicker. Montalban later admitted on Letterman that Corinthian leather meant absolutely nothing. It was just a word that sounded great in his voice. And you know what? It worked. The tech that changed everything. The 80s gave us innovations that seem quaint now, but were absolutely revolutionary then. Nintendo Game Boy.
You can take it to the lake. You can take it on a date. You can take it to a boring picture show.
Introduced in 1989, the Game Boy let you take video games anywhere. The commercials featured stylishly dressed teens and rock music, making it clear this was the height of cool. Before this, you had to visit an arcade or sit in front of your TV. The Game Boy changed gaming forever. Sony Walkman.
You really feel the music with a Sony Walkman.
The Sony Walkman is a tiny stereo cassette player with truly incredible sound.
You really feel the music. You really feel it. You really feel the music.
Put on a Walkman and see the world in a whole new light.
Sony Walkman.
The Walkman from Sony, the one and only.
A popular ad showed a man walking down a busy street while everyone around him danced and celebrated to music. The point? Everyone could now experience their daily routine with their chosen music in their ears. The Walkman was compact, personal, and gave you control over your soundtrack. It was freedom in your pocket. Kodak disposable cameras.
The Kodak Fun Saver Weekend 35 camera. It takes pictures where most other cameras can't. Clear, sharp pictures.
The late 80s brought us a new way to capture memories. Kodak's commercials showed people having fun, partying, skiing, swimming, while taking pictures with these easy-to-use cameras. No more lugging around expensive equipment, just point, shoot, and drop it off for developing. But there was one tech commercial that transcended advertising and became a cultural moment, the greatest of all time. Apple Macintosh, 1984.
Introducing Macintosh. It does all the things you'd expect a business computer to do. It does a lot of things you wouldn't expect a business computer to do. And it does some things no other business computer has ever done before. Of course, to do all this, you will have to learn to do this. Macintosh from Apple.
Directed by Ridley Scott, this 120-second spot aired during the Super Bowl and changed advertising forever. A dystopian world inspired by George Orwell's novel. Gray, soulless people watching a dictator on a screen. Then an athletic blonde woman runs down the corridor, swings a hammer, and smashes the screen. The drama, the message, the cinematic quality. It made a deep impression on everyone who saw it. And looking back now, knowing how deeply home computers went on to affect our world, it hits even harder. This commercial proved that advertising could be art. That a 30-second spot could make a statement about freedom, individuality, and the future. The local legends. Before we wrap up, we need to talk about the local commercials that were somehow more memorable than national campaigns. Jason's Furniture, for New York area viewers.
Hey, where'd everybody go?
They've gone to Jason's Furniture Warehouse showroom in Neptune City.
If you grew up in the New York area, this commercial is seared into your brain. It was pure cheese, but it was our cheese. Every region had commercials like this, local spots that aired so frequently they became part of the cultural fabric. Here's what made 80s commercials special. They weren't just trying to sell us stuff. They were creating moments, memories, and cultural touchstones. We lived in the last decade before the internet changed everything. We couldn't skip ads. We couldn't stream on demand. We had to sit through commercials. And honestly, we didn't mind. Because they were entertaining, they were creative, they were good. So the next time you're annoyed by a YouTube ad or frustrated by a streaming service interruption, remember, we used to wait for commercials. We used to sing along with them. We used to quote them the next day at school. What commercial did I miss? Which jingle is still stuck in your head? Drop a comment below, and let's get nostalgic together. And if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, hit that subscribe button and share this video with someone who grew up in the 80s. They'll thank you for it. We've got plenty more nostalgia coming your way.